In this video, I'm going to be showing you two activities that you can do with stuff that you probably have at home right now, or that you could easily get at a grocery store. So the first activity is you're going to take an ordinary cola, like this, could be Coke or Pepsi or even root beer, and you're going to transform it from a normal looking cola to a completely invisible cola. And even more remarkable, as you do this, you'll be making a basic type of cheese. So invisible cola is the first activity. And the second activity is making larger amounts of cheese that you would actually want to eat and that you can make little pizzas with, do whatever you want. It's normal cheese. So the first activity, making this invisible, has to do with what's in it. So let's take a look at what's in it. In order of what's in there the most to what's in there the least. Number one ingredient is carbonated water, then high fructose corn syrup, then something to make it the brown color, that's the caramel coloring, another kind of sugar, and most importantly, phosphoric acid. That acid is going to be reacting with the milk, and it's going to curdle the milk. It's going to make curds out of the milk. And that curds is a basic form of cheese. That's how you make cheese, by getting those curds together. Anyway, let's see what the invisible cola looks like, and more importantly, what does the invisible cola taste like? Is it delicious? Is it disgusting? Let's find out.
Soda! Milk!
Let's see what's going to happen when we add a little bit of milk to this soda, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to carefully open this bottle.
I'll put a towel.
The directions for making invisible cola is very simple. You get a regular dark cola, and then you're going to be adding some milk to it. So this is the amount of milk we're going to have to add. The difference between a completely unopened bottle, this is unopened, and from here to here, about how much that is, that amount of milk. And whole milk works best, but I believe 1 and 2% milk should work as well. You do not want to put too much milk, because if you put too much milk, then what results, it gets a little cloudy. If you want it completely clear, just put a little bit of milk like that. It takes about a half hour to start seeing results, but if you want it really crystal clear, put it in the refrigerator and wait overnight, and the next day it'll be crystal clear. But you should be able to see it getting pretty clear within about a half hour to an hour. An hour should be pretty clear. You get about 90% of the total clarity within an hour. About halfway there in about 30 minutes. But it's interesting to check in every couple of minutes to see what it looks like, because it does change fairly fast. And it also has some interesting effects going on that you can see with your eye. You have to make sure that whatever soda you have has phosphoric acid. So look at the ingredients, make sure it has phosphoric acid. Most colas do, and some other sodas do as well. One of the things you can experiment with is try a bunch of different sodas. Does Mountain Dew get completely clear, or does it stay yellow? So try a bunch of different sodas. Do different colas work? Do different things like root beer? Or I guess Sprite would already be clear. Does Sprite stop being clear? Try different sodas and see what happens. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
It looks nasty.
It does look nasty. See? This is the one that hasn't had any milk in it. This is one that just had that little bit of milk in it. Look how clear it is. It's about a little bit more than an hour later. Well, let's not.
It's also nasty.
It looks a little nasty. The Pepsi has set overnight. Here is the original for comparison. And here is the one that a bit of milk was placed in. Notice the water level hasn't gone up, just stay there. We started off with this amount of soda in there. We added this amount of milk, and that turned it completely clear. Now I'm going to try putting my straw down in here and tasting what the clear stuff looks like. And then I'll also try putting my straw all the way down and seeing what the cruddy looking stuff looks like. I notice as I try to open this, it is still completely carbonated. So the bubbles as they're forming are bringing up all this crud up to the top. Which is just as long as it doesn't make a mess. Oh, it's weird. It's like a lava lamp. Whoa, it was so clear a minute ago. Well, I was hoping to just try the clear section at a time and the other section. Whoa, there's a kind of like a weird little iceberg in there. Looks like chocolate. Well, I guess I can't get all just clear, so I'll try it. I'll try. I'm not going to tell you what it tastes like. I want you to try this yourself, and I want you to see what it tastes like for yourself. Once you try the clear stuff, try the other stuff, and see if you like it, see if it's gross. Try it for yourself. Hey guys, so we're going to make some cheese now. So the ingredients for cheese is very simple. You just need some milk. Whole milk works best. And then you need something that's an acid. We're going to be using lemon juice over here. And that's going to curdle the milk and separate the curds from the whey. Have you guys heard the Little Miss Muffet?
Yeah.
Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet eating her...
Curds.
No, she was eating her curds and whey. Well, we're going to make some curds and whey, and we're going to use the curds to make some cheese.
What are curds?
Well, you're going to find out in a little bit because you're going to make them right now. So we need to measure...
And how they taste like?
We'll find out. Here is the recipe. I'll post this in the comments section, but this is the recipe. Very, very simple steps. All you need is 8 cups of milk and either vinegar or lemon juice or lime juice or a number of other acids will work. You just need one of those. So as long as you have one of those, you're all set. And you just need a little bit of that. That's 6 tablespoons of that acid. So you very likely have these ingredients in the house. Very common ingredients, and that's all you need to make cheese. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to pour 2 liters, that's 8 cups of whole milk, into a large pot and let it simmer. You got to make sure it stays, it does not boil.
Here's my potion. Magic.
You want it to almost boil, and you need to constantly stir it so it doesn't burn. So
magically, potion makes this appear.
Okay, so let's measure out 8 cups of milk. Can you hold that cup over here? That thing over there? 8. Pour it all in there.
And
now
that's my mixer.
We're gonna get it on the burner, and we don't want it to burn. We just want to put it maybe like on medium. We want it to simmer, almost boiling, but not quite. And we gotta stir it. We gotta stir it a lot. We gotta stir it a lot so it doesn't burn. Okay. Okay. Now we have to measure 6 tablespoons of lemon juice.
It smells like lemonade.
5.
It smells
6.
like.
Hey, maybe we'll make lemonade after this.
There, look.
It smells lemony. So what we're gonna do is we're going to slowly start adding this lemon juice because of the it's an acid. We need it to be an acid. This is gonna curdle the milk and get those curds from the milk. At this point, right before you add in your acid, lemon juice in this case, or vinegar, as I do later, make sure when you're adding in your acid, you do not vigorously stir it. You want to be very, very gentle in your stirring. Actually, you probably don't even need to stir it at all, because when you add in that acid, it's going to make the milk clump up, and those clumps are what you want. Those clumps are the curds that you're making. The stuff that's not those clumps, that's the whey, and you want to make as big clumps as you can. So the first suggestion I'm telling you is don't stir the curds so much that you smash them up to the little bits. The second suggestion is the real best cheese you can make comes from milk that is not homogenized. Milk directly from the cow has different sized clumps of fat in it. And those clumps of fat is what you're looking for. When they homogenize it, they shred up, they mix up those chunks of fat so they're all nice and even. That's called homogenizing milk. And the best cheese is made from non-homogenized milk. But in this video, I use a regular milk that you can get from the store because it's kind of hard. Unless you live right next to a farm, it's kind of hard to get milk that hasn't been homogenized. So use the milk that you can get from a store and it still will work. It is better if you use the one directly from the cow, but it still works with regular milk from the store. So at this point you have the curds, the clumps forming, and you have the whey, the juice. And you want to get the curds alone. That's what you're going to make into your cheese. So to do that, professional cheesemakers use something called cheesecloth. You can get that easily at the grocery store, and a lot of other places sell cheesecloth. But if you don't want to do that, you can make your own cheesecloth out of a lot of other materials. For example, you can use pantyhose. You can use a coffee filter, those round coffee filters, or you can use any piece of cotton. I use a clean t-shirt that's made out of cotton, and you can see that I have that over a strainer. I pour in the mixture, and then I squeeze out the juice, and I have a ball inside the cotton shirt. I have a ball of just the curds as the liquid juice, the whey, strains out. We took our curds in here and we squeezed out the water as much as we could. I'm squeezing out the water. I should have a ball left. Let me let's pour out this extra water. We already squeezed out a bunch of it.
Yeah. Making cheese is a lot harder than I thought.
So let's see what it looks like inside, okay? Let's see what it looks like inside. Okay, let's see what it looks like.
It's gonna be bad.
We'll see. I think you're gonna have to try it first. What is that?
Cheese?
Well, I think we're gonna have to mold it. So let's take a look.
What does mold it mean?
Well, I think it needs to cool down a little bit first. But this right here could be something like you could put this like cream cheese. I'm gonna taste a little taste. See. Tastes like cream cheese.
Cream cheese
needs a little salt, I think. But we're gonna try to cool this down and then knead it. So let's let this cool down a little bit. So here you see side by side. This is the one where we stirred a lot, and it's kind of not as the consistency that we wanted. Over here we have one that's more like mozzarella. This is one where we didn't stir at all and let those curds get really big.
Hi, Mommy.
Okay, Barrett, give it a try.
Huh?
Give it a try.
What is it?
It's cheese. It's grilled cheese.
What do you like? Water?
Take a bite.
Water or water?
Big bite.
No.
How was it? Big bite. How was it? You want to try a bite? So we made invisible soda and we made some cheese. It wasn't the best cheese in the world. Maybe I could get better at it with a few more tries. But it was cheese. It was something that you would recognize as cheese. You could put it with some sauce on some bread and make some pizza. Not the best pizza in the world, but it does in a pinch. So I'm curious to see, did you make the invisible soda? What did it look like? What did it taste like? Did you make cheese? What did it taste like? Let me know. Post your responses. I'm curious.